Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your host, JQ from On QTV, and today we're having a little bit of fun at the United States of America skating rink in Raleigh, North Carolina. I have a special treat for you guys. I have the upcoming artist, Havic Dynasty, in the building.
What's good?
So, what's going on with you?
Music. Living.
How is it being signed to FastCash Records and DefJam Records?
It's kind of interesting at times because I'm still in school. I go to Garner High, so a lot of my friends they're always like, "So what's the next show? What's like the big thing? Like what are you gonna do next?" And it's kind of exciting, but then it's like you have to figure out who's really there for you and who's just there for the music and thrive.
So you have like your friends at school like asking you all these type of questions about music,
questions.
Even to the teachers, or is it just
teachers too? Like, am I getting that check when you? Am I going on concerts with you? Like tours? Oh, take me to the next show.
Right.
Can I get backstage passes? Can I get the free?
Free everything, right?
Free everything.
People are always looking for stuff for free. So what inspired you, and who inspired you to pursue music?
What inspires me? When I was young, I used to hear like a whole bunch of like hard like hip hop. Like I remember hearing Nas, J. Cole, who else? Jay-Z. Like, and I would listen to a lot of local artists before they were even URL like Battle League. I would just listen to like a lot of battle rap and just hear it all and just like, yo, I can do that shit, and just be like, all right, I'm gonna do it. And then like I remember one day I was at home and I was like, yo, it was like a dark night and it was just like rainy and I was in my room with the pad. I was just like writing, and ever since then it just was there. Like,
and what age were you at this time?
At this time I was like 7.
7. And you're 18?
18.
You look so young. That little baby face.
Like
So how is it? I know you touched briefly on how everybody treats you at school, but how do you balance your music career and your academics?
My mom is like, my mom is what really like made me focus. Like, cause my mom is like a hustler. Like, she can like, she'll tell you like, my grandfather, he'll be like, he's Native American, so he'll be like, you need to get your stuff together, because like the industry and all that, he don't really care for that. He's Native American. Like, so he believe in like going to work, being humble, and like living like a normal like decent life. But like music, he supports me, so he supports it. But like my main thing is like, I don't know. I can't really explain it because they just keep me concentrated and keep me humble and keep me focused.
Which brings me to my next question. You're a young artist,
right?
And we, you know, as a whole, U.S. America, we've seen that young artists, Justin Bieber, Miley Cyrus, they get into this industry at a young age, and then as they get older, they start acting out, drugs, getting into trouble. How are you gonna be different from those artists, or what's gonna keep you grounded?
What's gonna keep me? Well, I'm like the people that like I listen to. They're not really into that type of stuff. Like I listen to J. Cole. J. Cole, he has a pretty good background as far as the music industry goes. Jay-Z, Nas, who else? Kanye. Well, Kanye, he's kind of back and forth, but I mean, paparazzi is kind of why Kanye is the way Kanye is.
Right.
But as far as music industry like goes, like he does his stuff and then he just leaves. It's not really, he doesn't really have like any like major outbursts at his shows or anything like that. I mean, he performs, he gives people what they want, but at the end of the day, when you're trying to just go like somewhere and people just trying to take pictures of you and your kids and whatever else, it's kind of annoying. But I don't have kids, so you know, I'm just gonna do me and live.
So can you say right now that you're gonna stay focused and not get into any trouble?
Am I making a pledge?
Look into the camera.
Am I making a pledge right now?
Yeah, you are.
Yes, I'm not gonna get into any trouble. Stay humble and focused.
That's good. So how did it come about of you getting signed to FastCash Records and DefJam, which is a powerhouse, you know, in hip hop?
Right. It all happened because my CEO, LA Truth, his manager actually contacted me and was like, well, LA Truth wants to do a feature with you. And I was like, okay. Soon after that, LA Truth followed me and he DM'd me and he was like, you want us to do a feature? So I was like, okay. So he gave me his number, I contacted him, and then he heard my music and he was like, it's hot. It's like, and he was telling me about his label and how he's going to start his label and how he's joining with DefJam. And I was like, oh, that's dope. I was like, I definitely want to be the first artist on your label. Like, I heard his music. I was like, yeah, you got bars. You know what I'm saying? I will always want to get signed to somebody who got bars and who's good in the music industry, period. And like, well, people don't know LA Truth. He sings and he raps.
Right.
People didn't really know that, but as far as that, that's how I went about. Her name is actually VK DefJam on Twitter. She DM'd me and we just had a conversation and we just spoke from there. And then from there, he also saw like MMG artists tweeting me, DefJam artists tweeting me, MMG, RGM, Warner Brothers, SOD, like a lot of artists tweet me all the time. And then I guess he probably saw like how I interact with a certain artist and he just saw like I was on my grind.
So what big name artists are you working with right now?
Right now, I'm currently working, well, it's a few artists I'm working with unofficially, but what I can say I'm working with right now, I have a concert March 28th with the Kid K. He has 95,000 followers. Also, Sway, he has 30,000 followers. He's also doing the show. The Kid K was recently signed to Universal. He now has his own label, which is Zone 5 Entertainment. And we're basically I'm working with a few MMG like producers like Young Shine, Scoff. Me and him are working with a few things. He's with We The Best.
Okay.
So we're working a few things there. Shorty Boy, he signed to SOD. And he was like, yeah, man, I'm going to come down or whatever. We can do a concert or whatever. So I'm probably going to bring him down eventually and we're going to just turn up.
So about this concert, you've actually been on tour with Mindless Behavior. How did that go? Did you learn anything while being on tour with them?
Well, touring with Mindless Behavior, like, they're the bros. Like, honestly, when I met them, like, they were like, yo, we already heard about you. It was good. You ready to turn up? Let's have fun. You know what I'm saying? And, like, it was like, it's all positive energy. Like, when people are positive towards you, you can't do anything but be positive.
Right.
And then I was humbled because, like, how did they even find out about me? And, like, for Brian Dawson and Wade Banner to say, like, I'm the hottest in the city, like, that made my heart stop. I was like, really? Like, it was crazy. And then I was like, if I'm buzzing like this now, once I perform with Mindless Behavior and, like, all the fans see that, it's just going to be crazy because we had Mindless Behavior fans there, we had Tion fans there, we had my fans there, and it was just crazy. And then we had the step teams from, like, colleges there. It was just crazy.
Yeah, I heard it was a very good turnout. Do you think there'll be one in the future again?
Oh, yeah, it's going to be one in the future, definitely.
Okay.
I can't really go into the dates, but it's going to be,
I'm not going to ask you all that. So let's talk about this single, Under Heaven, that you have with Lil Phil and Big Les. We're actually about to give you a sample of the single right now.
Big bro serving hell, run for y'all my niggas.
Havic. Dynasty.
I just might hit a lick on your mind.
Yeah. Under heaven, man, this shit not changing. Under heaven, man, this shit not changing.
Under heaven, man, this shit ain't changing. Under heaven, man, this shit ain't changing.
Well, the Under Heaven, it really came about because Little Phil, he saw my CEO, which is LA Truth, FastCash Records, DefJam. He saw him and then he saw our interaction and we kind of linked in from there. And Little Phil is like a major artist in London. He's verified on Twitter as well. And he was like, yo, Havic, let's do it. And he was like, I know people in London gonna go mad. Those are his actual words. He was like, I really want to do it. It's gonna be high. You're gonna kill it. So I did the track, send it back to him. He was like, all right, we're gonna put it on iTunes. Put it on iTunes. It went crazy. Had people tweeting like from different countries. Like, it was crazy. And then I was excited to see how much buzz it was getting. And then it was just crazy because like the whole concept under heaven, like what is under heaven? Earth. People would, like, you have to actually open your mind to understand, like, the whole thought process on it. And the background is dark and it has hands because, like, even though you're on heaven, it's still, like, demons you can't see. And it's just, like, you're fighting good and you're fighting good and you're fighting evil. So it's just, like, you're trying to decide where to go because you're under heaven. So it was crazy.
You came up with all that?
Yeah, the concept.
You are very creative.
It was crazy.
So you have buzz outside the U.S.
Yes.
Which is very important for, artists to have that, buzz and connection outside of the hometown.
True.
All right, you heard it here first. You had the exclusive interview with DefJam, FastCash Records, recording artist Havic Dynasty. It's your girl JQ, and we're out.